What up, everybody? It's Ponzer here, and today we've got an extra special game. This is going to be a special game for two reasons. One, we're going to highlight a certain duo of players that really just, make pub games special. And then also we're going to celebrate something in the channel, which I rarely do, because I think talking about YouTube as a medium is pointless and dumb. But right now I have 100 subscribers, so we're going to celebrate 100 subscribers. I've got some scotch and a ridiculous pub game, so that's pretty much all you need. And yeah, the game is on Canal. It's going to be an 8v8, and we're going to highlight some players. We're going to highlight this Papery and this Matsui person. Who else have we got? Let's see. This guy is going to be important, obviously. And this guy is going to be doing a lot of talking.
Your reinforcements
oh, yeah,
are
we
now
already
at
have
the
a pink.
battle.
Okay, he can be blue, even though he's trash. But yeah, you love to see it. When you see something like this, you see two players working together in a very unique way. And just meanwhile, there's just normal stuff going on. I'm playing air, so we can just ignore that.
You can request new units now.
But yeah, just ever so carefully getting into your friends' helicopters, loading up, slowly, taking your time. Guys, if you select all your units and hit Y, they'll just get in. I don't know if they'll get into allied units. I've actually never really tried to do that, because getting into allied units is just pointless. But yeah, they're off. And look at this combined arms. You love to see it. So he's playing air, and he's just spawning a million transport choppers. And he's got the heavy just providing line of sight. They're just gonna go on a merry, already been spotted. That's okay. Meanwhile, ignoring this, we don't really need to cap that right away. This is more important. Just you need to combine. You need all your guys together in one, one formation. Yeah, and Wally's just. Wally is mad, and Kickapoo, who's on the other team, is already trying to kick him for doing this. But he doesn't know that there's guys in these choppers. And yeah, this like a Russian VDV, trying to drop into Kyiv day one of the invasion. It's very dangerous to do that shit. So here we go. They're dropping off. Yeah, it's the Kyiv special. Meanwhile, and the game is gonna, this Justianos guy, oh yeah, and just wait for this. This is beautiful. The blob has been deposited behind enemy lines. It's getting sniped. It's getting shot at by APCs. And then, just to add, Too Hot, who's also just another noob, just drops a precision arty on them. A light arty would have done fine, but sure, just drop a precision arty. And yeah, Kick is mad. Like, he should be happy that he's on the other team. And yeah, these vote kicks only kick specs, guys. Only kick specs. You should be able to do whatever you want. Like, specs or AFK people are the only people who should be kicked from a game. You shouldn't kick people for being bad. You shouldn't kick them for being bad-mannered or toxic. Just kick people for when being AFK, basically, or like clogging up the server. And here we go. Like, now, these guys are waiting for the respawn, so we'll just watch the fight. Canal is always just a painful experience when you're on the bad team. And, I'm yelling at this guy. He let them cap. People, this is like maintaining the decap is so critical. Like, if you decap this point, you got to prevent them from recapping it. You have to keep your units on the point. You can't be typing in chat, complaining about other stuff, and letting people cap things under your nose. Like, it's the absolute worst. And this guy, he gets wiped. He says he has nothing, but he just spawned with 3 heavy tanks. So you don't have nothing. You have 3 heavy tanks. You really should have had 2 heavy tanks and 1 light or 1 scout, because he just drives in, no vision, and dies horribly. And Diamer and this Godspeed guy can't help him. And he's got the beat up tank. He pulls it off. The good tank drives off to not defend. And now both of these guys are not sitting on the point. I'm calling them, please defend the point, but it gets capped. And once again, you know, Diamer tries to sacrifice the repair tank, but he shouldn't be doing this. Oh, we'll just decap it again with a tank with no health. Why not? And then, you know, I'm sitting here now. I'm stuck providing vision and trying to prevent the decap and losing my choppers, dodging a carpet.
You lost a unit.
And this guy's still coping. And it's like we can't look at what they have there because we don't have any vision. And just another cap. So yeah, this is typical. Up against, so we got Latino America, who is actually Peru. You can always tell. So he's going to be a lot of trouble with air. And I don't know what else their air composition. Guerrilla's on support. Yeah, this guy's just burying himself. And we're getting pushed pretty hard here. In the meantime, like, we also... Yeah, we have 1 armor. Yeah, that's a problem. 1 armor. Useless. Yeah, this guy... These guys have loaded up again. We're going to follow this. This is way more interesting than... We're going to see this deep operation. See how that goes. And this guy's also spawning three scout helicopters. Interesting. Very interesting. Meanwhile, Dupa is just trying to hold on. Like, thank God we have Dupa holding the line. And yeah, this guy, again, he waited for 3 heavies and a light tank only to drive it directly into air when we're telling him not to.
We sent your new unit.
These guys are ready, though. They have 3 scouts, so they can see even more. And they've learned from the mistakes. Again, this is 2 players. Like, imagine being an infantry player and just saying, I'm going to get into somebody else's transports and let him just take me away.
You have received reinforcements.
You know, what an exciting game for this guy. This me Pastu. These guys are friends. Like, they're playing together. They join the same team every time, which is also awful because you've got,
awaiting orders for
you know, in an 8v8, the games can get pretty tight in pubs. Even in pubs, you can get pretty tight games. If 2 players are doing shenanigans like this, I mean, kudos to them for actually, like, doing it. Like, this kind of inspires me. Like, imagine if an air player just went full transports and actually was good and had a good infantry player doing full transports. Like, they could probably do a lot. I mean, maybe they could do a lot. Yeah. This is like some deep strike. This is some Black Hawk Down shit. Truly a bridge too far.
Be ready to command them.
Yeah, Papari Special Forces. Just blob it. Direct deposit into blob mode. Yeah, and then getting RD'd. Yeah, it's special ed. And I'm saying this is a special military operation right there. That's a Putin special right there. Thing of beauty. And yeah, these guys are getting so flamed that they just leave, which I'm actually thankful for. You know, bullying the noobs, I think, within reason. But you know, you shouldn't kick them for being noobs. You shouldn't really verbally, like, you can laugh at them and make, like, yeah, LARP jokes, but like, you shouldn't use like racial slurs or any slurs against noobs. Yeah, and they leave. Like, it's not always welcoming, but you know, if you're completely new, don't play in pubs unless you have a thick skin. I mean, it's like any multiplayer game. Like, go and play in the bots. Go play alone with your friends. You know, and this guy's yelling at the AA. This guy's sniping scouts. He's doing all sorts And this guy's just useless. Like, use a light tank, man. If you had a light tank, you would have made it in time. But it wouldn't matter because there was nothing there. But yeah, if you're a noob, you have to have a thick skin.
Your new units are deployed.
Like, be ready to be yelled at. Yeah, this guy leaves also. He leaves with his friends. I mean, like, don't expect everybody to be super nice to you, especially if you're just completely new. Because you're costing, you know, we're losing really badly. We didn't have an air player or an inf player when we really needed them. When they're just doing the special operations. And yeah, we're in a lot of trouble. And this is what you got to do. Like, Wally has been crushing it as air. He's been saving his TA.
Casualties.
Well, just another cap. Oh my god. You know, we decap and then they recap. No, this guy's still no scout. And this is what, yeah, I'll put, yeah, Wally comes in at one point. We'll put give him a color. Thank God for Wally. Really is just a treasure. But yeah, where was I? Just no line of sight, man. And like, when you have a noob armor player who just refuses to get scouts, an air player has to babysit them. And this is always, I'm always the one babysitting the stupid armor player.
You got casualties.
Because I'm an armor player at heart. And then Wally just goes off and has a lot of fun. And look, he's just spawn raping. He gets to do all the fun stuff and get a lot of the score, and I'm just dying, just asking to get air-to-air or getting hit by clusters. You know, you love to see it. And now we have one noob, but now we have two noobs. So just blobbing across the bridge. You know, this is definitely going to end well. Just full-on bridge blobbing. You know, the outer roll, medium anti-air. You know, how's that going to end? Well, he actually kills a lot. Gets clustered. You know, yeah, it actually works out. So now the teams are even. It's a 7v7. As soon as those noobs leave, I like have a flicker of hope. Because we got Wally now. These guys could join and like the teams are actually pretty even when you discount the really special ed people.
If you need more units, we can bring
like they
them
have
now.
Clark as armor. That's all. Enough said. And we have 2 good air players, and they have 1 good air player. And this is unfortunate. Just another cap. This is brutal. Like, as much as I talk shit about Clark, yeah, you know, he actually knows when to cap. And he has a scout. Look at that. And he's microing the scout. Like, definitely, like, most improved player by far. Be ready to command them. So yeah, how do you win on Canal? You just ignore this side. You let the inf fight it out. You know, Dupa, like, he's persistent and he microdes and he spreads out his units, so he's gonna survive. Like, Goldislav is gonna lose that fight, or at least they're just gonna neutralize each other. So you gotta win the bridge fight, and then you gotta push this side, especially when you're losing really hard. Because usually what happens is one team will get the snowball going, and they'll like build up their big giant death blob, and they'll just win on the bridge a whole bunch, and then they'll nuke you or carpet bomb you,
and the reinforcements will be yours.
And that's how they win. And they'll build up a big tick advantage, and they really, like, just holding the bridge isn't enough. Like, you gotta push across. You gotta do a big move by the end. And usually what you do is either you nuke the town or you carpet the town and you push. This is actually a good arty. I was gonna do that arty. But yeah, you guys gotta back it up. I highly recommend every armor player just switch the hotkey for backing up to Z, or Z if you're American. Use the Z key. It's easier than, like, Shift N is so awkward. Like, you have to spread your whole hand across the keyboard. Like, even if you have like a big ass hand, it's still a pain in the ass to do Shift N for backing up. But it's so critical, and it just makes it so much easier to micro your tanks. And also get a scout. Like, look, no scout still. Unbelievable. And meanwhile, yeah, so Blitz is in, and I think they got... Oh, Blitz is out. Blitz is very, bad. Like, he comes and goes. It's his server, though. Yeah, that's another thing. This base game server, best server in the game right now. Very nice, and it's in the U.S., so it's got good ping for me. But yeah, that's Blitz's server. You got to shout out, and this guy's also shouting out ground control. Like, how many ground control? Like, the only person I know that plays ground control is like Silver. Apparently, this guy did too. But you would think, I never played ground control, but I would think that they had scouts and line of sight in that game too. But unfortunately, this guy doesn't know. And yeah, this push, you know, no fly zone. This push actually works. Like, you got the AA has gets along this line. This is the perfect line. Hiding behind the buildings when you have it. I also like tucking an AA under here. You can drive here. It's a great spot. And then nice little total dom. Another unnecessary carpet bomb, but you know, here we go. This was a game that we really should have lost due to the noobs doing the special operations, but all you need to do is get a good blob going on the bridge and push this side a little bit. And I think Dupa, you know, Dupa's getting better, definitely improving on the inf side. Really nice aggressive inf, like getting in, sneaking in, always pushing. And that's really what's necessary. Getting in those cracks. Like, look at this, he's just YOLOing across the bridge. Dying, but nice try. And yeah, it's but they are making a game of it. What they have to do is drop this and defend this with their two hots blobbing over there. We do take the bridge back and get a little bit of a tick, and we can just keep rolling and attacking this side. Ooh. And just, oh man, just no line of sight. Like, we can't see anything here. Like, there always should be a scout. Like, look, Clark has the scout exactly where it needs to be.
Received reinforcements.
Yeah, and I'm shaking my head. Instead of we're just like, yeah. And this is the right move, decapping. Yeah, and I'm yelling at this guy, like, I know that's toxic or whatever, but you should know better. Like, this guy is like a lieutenant or something. Like, he's got, and apparently he's old enough to have played ground control. And yeah, he's pro at coping. Like, all he does is cope, but doesn't get a scout. And yeah, that's no excuse. My scout dies all the time. You just get a new one.
Unit killed.
And maybe you get a medium air instead. Like, a medium air, that's a great buy. You can pop their scouts.
3 minutes remaining.
And yeah, put a waypoint. Like, you can use shift and click. You know, I like to shift click patrol with the scout, going back and forth. That's also a good micro tip. But yeah, and keep it facing you, so, and be ready to pop a flare.
New units are on the way.
And there's a nuke. The armor nuke. The armor's just been out. Like, look at the Latino American. Like, their best scorer is their air player. So, like, how did this team break down? I think Gorilla is a good air player, not the greatest support player, and the armor like outscored these guys. And then they had only one good air player versus our 2 good air players. And like, what the hell was Kickapoo doing? Kick was like, he's playing armor, I guess. Armor has like the least game impact. So yeah, this guy's yelling about helicopters.
Waiting orders for reinforcements.
Yeah, this is classic. Yeah, like, should it? Although there was already going on there, so I understand dodging that, but yeah, still a really close game. Like, I mean, I think he didn't let everybody else get on that cap. Yeah, we'll just wait it out. I think this game is pretty much over. Still a close one. Yeah, look at those ranked up choppers. Damn. Yeah, what did Kickapoo do this game? So Skunk was armor. Gorilla. I don't even see where, or Kickapoo was maybe playing air. I don't know. Maybe he was just AFK, like seething. But yeah, that's Canal. That's a Canal pub. And yeah, 100th video or 100th subscriber. Thanks for everybody
1
subscribing.
minute remaining.
Maybe I'll do like a special one
We sent your new unit.
when I get like a lot.
Be ready to
You know,
command
obviously, you know, this many subscribers, my whole life is so much better now, and you know, I'll just quit my job and just do this full time. So obviously, that's what we need, just full-time Wick videos. But really, if you haven't subscribed, you should,
them. Your units arrived. They need
because
orders.
it boosts my ego, and you'll get news when I do drop the tight vids. Because I do have a couple more in the shoot. Just more of these pubs. I've been playing a lot of these terrible
Your
pubs
victory is close.
that aren't so terrible, and you can learn a lot. I should do one
If you
on
need
Silo.
more
Should
units,
do
we
one
can bring them in
on
now.
the Berlin map. Yeah.
10 seconds remaining.
And yeah, Latino America should switch to Negative Nancy.
5, 4, 3, 2.
And yeah, good game. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, it's Peru being toxic. We're all toxic. We're a toxic community, but that's fine. Don't be an idiot in pubs, and we won't be that toxic to you. But yeah, thanks everybody for supporting the channel, and yeah, well, hopefully we'll do some real games soon. Yeah, take it easy, guys. Bye.